Howdy, and welcome to the SEC Registration Hub, a web app designed by Team Error 404 for CSCE 431. The SEC, or Student Engineers Council, is an organization which represents the entire engineering student body. The SEC hosts many events throughout the semester. Currently, each of these events has its own website, so if a student wants to attend multiple events, they have to visit multiple pages and sign up with multiple forms. Additionally, each of these forms is hard-coded into the HTML. This means that if an administrator wants to change a form, they have to contact the developers of the website and have them go into the code and change it. The SEC wanted a more dynamic solution to this problem. More specifically, they wanted a site that they could log into, create an event, create a form for that event, and have users register for that event using that form. This is the exact functionality that the SEC Registration Hub provides the SEC. There are two sides to the SEC Registration Hub website. There's a user side and an admin side. Admins can log in using the admin tab. They can log in using their email and password. Once an administrator has logged in, they can see a list of all the events on the site. They can edit these events, update these events, and view their information. Additionally, administrators can create a new event by simply clicking the new event link. This takes them to a form that allows them to create a new event. They simply type in the name, the date that the event will take place, and the number of people allowed to attend the event, a short description of the event, the URLs to which users must go to pay or fill out the waiver, and the email that will be associated with this event. They can then save the event by clicking the Save button. Once an event has been created, the next step is to create a registration form for that event. This can be done by clicking on the Define Event Questions button. This brings us to a page which shows us a preview of the registration form. This preview can be directly edited by simply clicking on the text of the questions. The form appears with three default questions, that is name, email, and phone number. These three questions are required for every SEC event and will always be required for every form. In order to add a new question, an administrator can simply click the New Question link. The admin may then edit the question by simply clicking on the question text. They can then save this change by clicking the Save button. The administrator can add as many questions as they need to complete the form. SEC Registration Hub also supports multiple types of questions. The type of the question can be changed by selecting a different type from the drop-down on the right-hand side. SEC Registration Hub supports short answer questions, multiple choice questions, paragraph questions, and checkbox questions. Simply select the type of question that you want and save the form. The form will then be redisplayed with the appropriate questions. These questions can then be edited by directly clicking on the text, as before. The form can then be saved by clicking the Save button. For multiple choice and checkbox questions, we can then add new options to these by simply clicking on the New Option link. We can then, again, directly edit these options as we did the questions. We can then save the form, and now users can view and register with this form. When a user visits a page, they can see a list of all the active events, that is, all of the events that they can register for. Let's register for Career Fair. You can register for Career Fair by simply clicking the Register button and filling out the form that has just been created. Upon registering, a user will see a message telling them that they will receive a confirmation email shortly. The user can then go to their email and see that they have received an email from the SEC confirming their registration. The user can then return to the events page, and the user is now done. Administrators can see the information of all users that have registered for an event. They can do this by visiting the user dashboard page. On the user dashboard page, they can see a list of all the events, and upon selecting them, can see all of the people that have signed up for each event. Additionally, administrators can check users as having paid or having signed the waiver. Since these are being handled externally on other sites, the administrators must manually check off each registrant as having paid or signed. They can do this by simply clicking the button. They can mark them as unpaid again by simply clicking the Paid button. The same can be done for the waiver. They can also directly send an email to a registrant by clicking the Send Email button. Additionally, administrators can download all of the data for each registrant by simply clicking on the CSV button. This downloads an Excel CSV file, which allows the administrators to see all of the information for everyone registered for the event. Additionally, administrators can expire events. This means that the event has already happened and that people should no longer be able to register for that event. This can be done by simply clicking the Expire Event button. Once an event has been expired, it can no longer be seen by users. As you can see, the event is no longer shown in the user's list and therefore cannot be registered for. We hope you enjoyed this short demo of our application. Thanks and gig 'em.